Test, test. Test, test. All right, it is starting, and here we are rolling here for the April 2026 recap. The fourth month of the year is just about come to an end here. It is April 30th today, so we are doing the April 2026 recap. We'll see how I did this month, see how things are looking going forward here. Historically, for me, the second quarter, April, May, and June, has been pretty poor. I think I've got like 1 and 2% on the quarter for the past like 2 years. So this year was looking to be a bit tougher as well, but we'll see what happens. But let's get right to it for the first month of April. So do a channel update, look at the results for this month, and then look at the next few months. Channel update, I really don't have much to say. Yeah, just gonna be doing these, keeping up with the cubing videos. Might post another random Trixar video or something. We'll see. But otherwise, nothing huge planned at the moment. So that's that. The April results. Starting off with the passive income. It's been a good year for passive income, and this month continued it. We did have a 2.09% drop from last month, about $14 only. We ended the month with $636.62. It is the, I think, fifth best month I've ever had. We had this was this September 2024, and then last year another September, then that one, and then last month of March were the only 4 months that actually beat that out. So that was pretty good, actually. Then, yeah, so it's been a pretty consistent and solid month, or solid year so far for passive income. We've been only under $600 one time, which was February. So that's looking pretty good. Let me do a quick calculation here. I would say we're looking at a pretty similar month of May coming up ahead. I would think we would end probably around this same number, maybe a little higher potentially, but I think right in this range, like between $630 and $650. That's what it's looking like for the month of May, because I generally have a good idea about a month ahead of time what it's going to come out to. So I'm looking to stay solid in the future here, and they held interest rates the same again, so that was good. Oops. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So that's been solid. Everything's been solid for the passive income. Everything's gone according to plan. It's been going good. That's pretty much. There's not much else to say. We're just gonna try and keep up this consistency, and we should hopefully be able to stay pretty solid throughout most of this year. Yeah, really not much else to say about that. But now for the big one, the net worth. This month was our worst of the year, even though it was still fairly solid. So we went up 1.43%, and we ended at $220,921. That is a gain of about, what is that? $3,120 something dollars or something like that. So over $3,100. That's still pretty darn good. So even though that's technically the worst we've done this year, that's still a solid month. So still happy about that. We're up 8.14% on the year as a whole, which is pretty good. I mean, we're up $16,000 for the first 4 months, so that's good. Um, yeah, this month was pretty interesting. It was solid income wise, but I did have a lot of random expenses, that little expenses that just popped up here and there. Um, so my spending was a little higher this month. Yeah, it wasn't terrible, but it was still a little higher than expected and usual. Um, but if we go to the all-time chart here, going back to the start of 2020 or end of 2023, I guess, um, till now, we're up 28.27% from April of last year, which was we were sitting at $172,000 at that point 1 year ago today. So that's what is that, a $48,000 difference? I think that's pretty crazy. Um, is that right? Yeah, 28 plus 20. Yeah, $48,000 difference from a year ago. Um, this number might go up next month because of May being a bad year, but or bad month last year. But yeah, so we are up to, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 straight positive months. We have been on an absolute roll here right now. This was my old record in 2024 to the start of 2025. 9 months, we have 11 straight positive months. If the month of May is positive this year for us, we will hit a full year, which is really good. So, the gains have been very consistent, and yeah, it's been a really good start to this year so far. And yeah, just trying to keep it up. Obviously, second quarter has been an issue for me in the past. In 2024, I had a big $7,000 drop in April, but then I kind of actually made it back up, went up about $2,000 at the end of the day. Last year, I had a big car purchase, but I ended, what did I end up? I ended up about $5,000 up. So, still fairly solid, but they have been my weakest quarters by far. So this year we're going to see. Hopefully that isn't the case, but it kind of probably will be. But we'll have to wait and see. I don't really know. Anything can happen. Let's look at the future outlook for my Roth IRA this month. I was only able to contribute $700, which is the least I've done out of any month so far. But it's still a solid amount. That puts us up to $49,030 on the year, which is 65% of the way done. $7,500 is the maximum amount you can put in each year, and I make it my goal to max it out each year. So what is that? $2,570 still to go, and I'm hoping I can get this done by the end of July. I'm thinking that should be feasible. That's my goal, at least. So just gonna keep trying to be aggressive with that and try and max out as much as possible. Because the idea is then, if I am able to finish this up maybe halfway through the year, I can use the rest of the year to save a little bit of money for next year's, or putting more into my 401k and stuff like that. And then obviously just saving more money towards, this normal stuff. So yeah, that's it for the Roth IRA. The next 2 months, the rest of the second quarter, pretty much the way it's likely going to go, unless something big happens. May is either going to be a good month or it's going to be an okay month, and then June is either going to be an okay month or a poor month. Basically, May is going to hinge on whether I have to get new tires put on my vehicle or not. If I do have to get new tires put on next month, then it's going to be an month. It'll probably be like a $2,500 gain that month, maybe. But if I don't, then we'll probably be over $3,000 again, and it'll look pretty similar to these last 2 months. If I do get tires put on, June might be halfway decent. If I don't get tires put on in May, I'll most likely almost certainly have to get them put on in June. And then June already kind of expected to be a poor month is also it's just going to turn into a bad month. I don't think there's a risk of me losing money in that month, just normally, but it just won't be a very positive month. So, like I said, it really just hinges on if something big happens, that's what'll cause me to get a negative month. The 3 months in all this that I've been negative. There's this May 2025 and February 2025. Those are both vehicle purchases, which I'm hoping to not have to deal with at the moment. And then April was of 2024 was me putting a bunch of money into basically maxing out my Roth IRA right there. And then I also kind of lost like $5,000 on some stocks. So, but yeah. So as long as something big doesn't happen, we should have some positive months here. It's just a matter of how good are they going to be. Like I said, May, if I don't get tires put on, could be pretty darn solid. May, if I do get tires put on, will just be okay. And then June is probably just going to be okay either way. So I'm hoping to, as long as we can get through this second quarter with like no big surprises and like a not negative month, I'll be pretty happy actually. I mean, we could potentially end this quarter up 10% on the year, up to 225, 226,000 if I'm lucky. Yeah, so that's really all there is to say. April was another good month. The passive income is looking solid, and I know June my income is going to be a little less, but so we're going to have to wait and see. But for now, the month of May is the focus at the moment. My spending this month came out to about $1,400 something, not including the Roth IRA stuff, which is about the same as last month, which it's solid overall, but it's a little bit above the mark that I was shooting for, which was my average monthly expense amount from last year, which was like $1,362. So overall, these first 4 months, when you take all together an average amount, I'm technically still ahead of that pace, but that's probably not going to happen much longer. So, but we're still doing better than 2024 by a long shot. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Another solid month, 11 straight positive months in a row. If we can get through next month, we'll be at a full year, and we'll see where we go from there. So thank you all for watching this one, and I will see you all for the May recap at the end of May.